Hey guys, Chris Fagan with Talking Through the Media is here, and this is the Limitless TV show after show, and I'm a little late getting this up. There's been a lot of technical difficulties. I apologize, but for the three people who are watching it, we're going to talk about Limitless, and I just watched, I watched the Limitless second episode. This is episode 2, starring Mr. Jake McDorman, and I gotta say it was a pretty good episode. I like the way that it carried on after the premiere, and as I saw in the ratings that it held strong. It wasn't much of a dip from the Bradley Cooper experience, which is what the first episode was. This one followed a story of like a people dying from biological attacks, and I gotta say that the story was interesting, but more than and I'm not gonna spend much time on the actual story itself, like the plot, because maybe there's people who haven't seen it, but if not, if you're watching this, watch out for the spoilers. But the reason why I'm not gonna dwell too much on the actual plot of it is because it was a filler. We got 20 some odd episodes for a season to fill up, and this is what I call Limitless 1.0 or 2.0 or whatnot, or 1.5. This is a semi sequel because it's in the same universe. So you had your bad guy, he was a big billionaire guy, trying to get a contract, so he got rid of the competition by giving them it was a biological attack, spraying a chemical compound that caused them to go through seizures. The interesting thing about the attack was that he was able to target people genetically by their DNA. So, and these people were descendants of Genghis Khan. And that was interesting but it was, like I said, it was an interesting little story. It's not the this isn't the Ultron villain of the of Limit. Now, what I'm waiting for, and I'm hoping, I don't know, I'm not reading anything in the future. What I'm hoping for is a bad guy who is on the same level as our hero Brian. And meaning that maybe he also has the same pill, the same gifts, and maybe Bradley Cooper needs Brian's help to take this guy out. Somebody that can mentally go toe to toe with our hero. Maybe Bradley Cooper himself. Who knows? I doubt that. This was a continuation and a reminder to everybody that without the medicine that Bradley Cooper's character Eddie, the senator, that's giving Brian every so often, that he will die a painful death. You're given that little reminder in the beginning of the episode, last time on Limitless, and you don't see Bradley Cooper return. Again, he's the executive producer, but here's one problem that I kind of had, and I guess I kind of understand it. You go with your strength. They played up Bradley Cooper so much, as if we were going to forget in a week. Hey, remember, Bradley Cooper's the producer of this. Hey, this is the same universe. Hey, Bradley Cooper was in the last episode. So they flashed back to that scene where he said, hey, if you tell anybody about what we're doing, then I'm going to let you die a painful death. They almost sound like the Joker. I'm not going to kill you, but I am going to hurt you really badly. But in this case, he's like, yeah, I am going to kill you. I'm not going to say like what Batman said in Batman Begins. I'm not going to kill you, but I don't have to save you. So you tell anybody about our arrangement, I'm just going to let the pill kill you. It's going to suck, and you're going to be in a lot of pain. So it was as if we were reminded of that over and over. It felt like every 5 minutes there's a flashback. It was like, okay, wow. I kind of, okay. So getting past that, I mean, that's just my little pet peeve about the episode. I kind of like it when Brian when he takes the pill, he kind of talks to himself, and then it's himself in the room with him, and they're talking different language. Like, I want you to learn Farsi. The FBI has them being, of course, the FBI is going to make you a desk jockey. They're going to just use you for your brain. If you want to get, and they're going to keep you behind the desk. I kind of like what was going on with how the FBI had two big bodyguards, to watch him. And he said, let me scoot over here, and get to the center. And he said that whatever wherever you go, they're gonna go. Your job is to stay here at the FBI headquarters and just do what we tell you to do. And he found clever ways to escape. Like one scene where he he realized, hey, they just constructed this room for me. That means the walls are probably still dry. I guess crashed to the drywall, walked out without the FBI being able to figure him out. Second time, the FBI guys were like, oh no, we're not going to fall for that again. They hear this big old crash. They know exactly what to do. And he still was able to trick them. And so, I mean, come on, you got the smartest guy in the world in the room. You're not gonna catch this guy. So he just, and this is the episode where it's like, okay, I'm worth more than just sitting behind this desk. I'm the smartest guy in the world. You need me out there. You're not gonna solve. I mean, you're gonna solve. FBI, you've been doing great. You've been fumbling and getting by without me for the past, I don't know, 100 years or whatever. But now it's time to play with the big boys, with the big brain. And it was him trying to prove himself to the FBI that, hey, I'm worth more than just being behind the desk. So I kind of like the back and forth between Jake McDormand's character and Hill Harper's character. It was real funny when they say, hey, am I going to get a badge and a gun? Yeah, here goes a stapler with the word badge on it, a pair of scissors or whatever, the word gun on it. There you go. You thought it was being hazed. Like, oh no, we're not going to give you a gun. Come on, really? You're already the smartest man in the world. We're gonna arm you now. You're like a supervillain. Come on. We're lucky that you're not joining the dark side, which we don't know yet. I'm kind of hoping he does. Jennifer Carpenter still can't let go of the fact that she was in Dexter. I loved her in Dexter. She's a cop once again, pretty much law enforcement. But I'll get over it. The longer and longer she plays this character, the more I'll get over her just being Dexter Morgan's sister Deb. But every time I see her, Deb. A lot of things. We were introduced to her sister, played Megan. I don't know her last name, but her sister Rachel. We got introduced to her. I don't remember her being in the first episode, but if she was, I'm sorry if I glossed over it. But the thing, going back to Bradley Cooper. Now his presence is going to be felt through this whole episode, and it's funny how every time Brian's character tried to learn more about the person who's helping him and pretty much has him under control with the medicines that he needs, he tries to look him up online, the senator's name and then the pill, NZT or whatever it's called, and the computer was shut down each and every time. So he said, okay, so he has my place rigged. We go to my parents' house. I got this figured out. All right, name, pill, enter, shut down. I don't believe Bradley Cooper is saying that I'm watching your every step. He's got too much work to do. I think Bradley Cooper was smart enough to rig the internet for if anyone tries to do any kind of search of his name, it just better be about politics, and you're going to get what I give you. But if you put this and this, and you second you hit enter, those words are rigged to go to a specific server. That server specifically goes to another computer. That computer goes back and attacks whatever computer that probably the whole household, wherever it's coming from, and just shut it down. You're not going to get this search happening. So I'm thinking that Bradley Cooper, he has his brain going a mile a minute all the time. You're only able to be smart for 12 hours. Bradley Cooper's character, Eddie, his blood is creating this stuff. You probably, every time he swallows that pill, you're probably swallowing something from Bradley Cooper's body, for all we know. That's probably where the pill is coming from, for all we know. You can take that joke however far you want it. I'm not going there. This is a kid-friendly show. But I thought that was pretty cool that Bradley Cooper was able to keep his little man under control like that. And then we saw the return of Superior, the nurse, the black nurse that was at the end of the first episode with Bradley Cooper, that injected Brian with the medicine that would keep him alive. She's caring for Brian's father, who recently got better thanks to Brian figuring out what was really wrong with his dad. So now, and she pretty much told him in certain words, your dad is gonna live a long life as long as you listen, you stay in line. And I mean, she's pretty much threatening Brian to his face. Father's all like oblivious to it all. This girl is great. I love this nurse. Like, no, she will kill you. Like, and not even blink. Bradley Cooper's character, they must have some money, man, because he has some loyal followers. So I thought that was the whole episode was really funny. It really, it was a good pace. Really, it kept me interested. But at the very end, once again, these endings are like hitting you hard. It's like, wow, like it drags you in. It's like, oh wow, the whole episode, it just hits you out of nowhere. It's like 95% funny, and that 5% of that drama that hits you with like a ton of bricks. So that was real good. So I like the way the show is carrying on. That was episode 2. Again, the plot with the bad guy, the people dying and whatnot, and trying to figure out who's causing it, wasn't all that interesting. So it was honestly the best part of this episode was the comedy between Jake McDormand, Hill Harper, Jennifer Carpenter, and the things that he was doing and getting away with, and the 2 FBI agents that he was getting in a lot of trouble for not keeping an eye on them. That was the best part of this show, this episode. And then at the very end, learning who runs this. Bradley Cooper runs this, literally. And at the last little tidbit of it. So that was Limitless, episode 2. So far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm gonna sign off from here, and I'm just gonna say I'll see you guys next week, hopefully on time, right after the show airs. I'll load the video up, and we'll let's keep talking about unlimitedly, about Limitless, and until next time, peace. Hey guys, if you like this episode, please hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think. Send me a comment. Do you like Limitless? Do you like the movie? Have you not seen it yet? Let me know what you think about the show, about the movie, the whole direction that you think it's going to, why it's intertwined. Why did Bradley Cooper take this route? Is he crazy? Okay, just let me know. Also, you can always reach me on Twitter at the Chris Fagan. On Twitter. You can also reach out to Talking Through the Movies. I think it's at T3 Medias. You can reach us on Facebook as well. Same name, T3 Medias. We're online, t3medias.com. And if you want to show support, we have a GoFundMe account. I'll put the information in the description below. Help us out. We're trying to raise money to do bigger things, better things, more interviews, go out and talk with more people, because we want this to be your show, and for you to come out and enjoy it with us and talk movies, talk TV, talk about your favorite things, and just be nerds with us. And until next time, guys, let's keep talking. Peace.